Hey there! Today we have something truly special. Interesting backstory, but this is not my pen. This is the pen, it actually belongs to Go Pens. You know, those the people who make that wonderful catalog, quarterly catalog full of interesting vintage, a couple of modern, but mainly vintage pens. I won't bother you with the full backstory, but it's briefly in my possession. It's not actually mine, it's going on to Go Pens, and it's currently encased in carbonite, because this is something very, very special. Now, as you know, if you have watched my videos, which you probably have, otherwise you wouldn't be here, I like large pens. I like oversized pens, and this isn't. This is the world's smallest pen, also known as the Waterman Dole pen. Now I asked if I could review this. I was told yes, I can. I think this is an amazing opportunity because this is not something you run into every day. So what we have here is the world's smallest pen. Although that could be debated, as I understand it, but in any case, it is extremely tiny. This is about 1.5 inches. It's little, and it's fully functional. It's an eyedropper filled pen. This is the black hard rubber. I'm going to put this in front of my forehead so you can actually see it because it's so tiny. There was also a red hard rubber, and there was also a little safety filler, so retractable nib, but that one is a little bit bigger. This is the black version, black hard rubber. I'm going to cover the parts of the pen, if I can hold it. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then I'll do a writing sample, because I was actually allowed to dip it too, which I think is amazing. Okay, let's look at this pen then. That's the pen. You can see it has everything, has the little Waterman clip. Now, it's all tiny, but the clip actually does say clip cap. It has the Ideal logo and the globe on it. Tiny clip. I'm not going to test the springiness of this clip. I'm sure you'll understand why. Little barrel, and on the barrel is the imprint too. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and loop this because it's tiny. The imprint reads Waterman's. It has the Ideal logo on it, and it says fountain pen NY. So tiny. Now it has a little slip cap. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I'm afraid I will sneeze and it will, you know. I really have to make sure I have a good grip on this too. As you can see, it has a nib. I'll try to hold up my loop to the camera in 1 second. But you can see it has a little nib. The nib is imprinted with nothing. Nothing on the nib. But it is an actual Waterman nib. So let me try to make this work for you. There you go. Tiny little nib. Tiny. Now let me show you the detail. Very careful. Of the clip. You see you have the Waterman Ideal logo in there. You have the little ball. It's extremely cute. Now I'm not going to actually disassemble this, but what you do is you untwist the barrel. So okay. The parts separate. You need some microscopic eyedropper for this, and I bet it holds about a drop of ink or something, but then you can very carefully screw this back together, and then you have the Dole pen. Does it post? I mean, does it matter? You can barely hold it anyway. What's the point in this? The Dole pen, made around 1910. I got this from the excellent website of Richard Binder. It was a little difficult to find good information about this. So we're talking about a pen from about 1910. It's tiny, and as I said, there's a couple of other ones. There's a red red hard rubber. That's the safety filler. So what do I like about it? What do I not like about it? Well, obviously, extremely cute. I mean, this is an insane thing. And here's one of my favorite pens. This is an Amiki Emperor. This is a doll pen. So obviously you don't buy this because you want to write your memoirs with it. You know, you write this because it's a little collector's piece. It's cute, it's fully functional, and it's amazing. I absolutely love this. I'm going to put this back in its little storage pouch because I'm terrified I'm going to accidentally sit on this or throw it off the table or whatever. These pens are not cheap. That's all I'll say about it. It's not a $5 pen, and this will, I'm sure this will show up in the Go Pens catalog at some point. You can check it out. Safe, but very fascinating. So, is the price penny for penny, or is the pen worth the price penny for penny? Probably not, but as a real collector's piece, I understand this has appeal. It's microscopic, it's tiny, it's cute, it's fun, and if you're a lover of Waterman, it's just a lot of fun to play around with this. So I think it's very fascinating. Measurements, to the extent that they could be taken, will be on the website, sbrebrown.com, as well as high-resolution pictures. I'll do a writing sample next. A very kind thank you to Go Pens for allowing me to actually show you guys this. This is an opportunity I would not have had otherwise. I think it's very fun, it's a lot of fun, and hope this was useful, and I'm glad to see you later. Bye bye. Bugger me, mate, that's a small one. I'm 10 inches. Yes, thank you for that prosaic message, Lord Windermere. The first issue that I have with this is that I can barely pick this up. But I'm going to do my best. I don't want to... That cap, I mean... I'm terrified of losing this somewhere. I'm, you know, swallowing it. This is how I'm going to... Yeah, exactly. Someone sneezes, flies out the window. I'm going to try to hold this. This is a really, really neat thing to try out, although I'm not really sure I can actually write with this. Waterman doll pen. It has been dipped with just Pelican Royal Blue. Is this really small? Yes. The nib, what shall we call that? Fine. Let's do some writing, if I can. I'm sorry my handwriting is horrid, but I can barely hold this thing. What's interesting though is that it does actually write. I have to re-dip it. Man, this thing is tiny. That is not what she said. Just so you know. Okay. Bit of fast writing. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna write Fox quickly because I can... There you go. Wetness, well, of course it's dipped, so I can't really comment on that. It's also such a little nib. That's as far as I'm going to push this. So you can see there's a little bit of line variation. Reverse writing. Actually quite wet. So that's interesting. You know, that's it. I think this is a very wonderful review opportunity. I have definitely never held anything like this. I think it's a fantastic, cute little pen. Obviously a collector piece. I very much enjoy it, and I hope this was useful. It's definitely one of the cutest things I've ever seen, and I'll gladly see you later.